Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to the Street 91.9 FM. Blessings to everyone. Special good morning to all those who are out on the street working, right? Doing their part, doing their best, keeping the wheels of Trinidad and Tobago going. I was out very early this morning, and the doubles vendors, right? The other vendors, the cleaners, right? In the industry that we are experiencing at the moment with events, etc. So many people making that effort, spending the night to try and earn that living, to earn a dollar. The the taxi drivers that are up early this morning, the maxi drivers making their way out and carrying us, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, to our respective places of work. Just everybody, my beautiful Trinbagonian people, full of love, full of vibes. Alright, good morning to every single one of you. We give thanks to God for another day. I have a little coffee in hand, something that I don't usually have, but it is needed sometimes. Good morning to those who plant the blessed lands of Trinidad and Tobago. The cocoa farmers, the vegetable farmers, the ground provision farmers, the coconut vendors, the coconut climbers. Good morning for the market salespeople, right? The people who ply their trade, sometimes their own produce and the produce of others, and transfer them to us through sale. Good morning to everyone. May God bless us in this opportunity of a new day. May He guide us during this new day to do our best to live as He wants us to live. May He guide us. May He give us the strength to obey Him and to disregard the constant whispers and encouragement of evil and wrongdoing. So yesterday into today, I was working as I usually do, particularly in these periods, but at other periods as well, providing security services for events, etc. Just one among so many other things that I do to earn a living, to take care of my family, to create opportunities for others, so that we could all take care of our families. And I was saying to myself, because who feels it knows it, I was saying to myself that it isn't easy. Certain things are not easy. Certain tasks are a challenge. Certain tasks could be an uphill road. We look at others and it is easy. It is easy to criticize. It is easy to speak about what others do and what they have and what maybe they have accomplished. But do we really pay attention to the effort, to the discipline, to the work, to the sleepless nights, to the stress, to the pressures that people go through? And I am a people watcher. I watch people. I watch people in a sense that I look at human beings. I look at my brothers and sisters in humanity, and you know, I pay attention. And families, young people, and their elder mom and others working together early this morning, cleaning an event diligently. They start at what, 4 a.m., a couple hours, bending their backs, making that effort. People putting up, breaking down, packing away, lifting, work. People coordinating. People making that effort to sustain themselves. And I admire the bravery of our people. I admire the resilience of our people. And I'm looking on, and they make it look easy. No fuss, no fight, no fuss up, just doing what they need to do. But sometimes it is challenging. Sometimes it is challenging to get out of your bed, to put aside whatever aches and pains, to put aside whatever other callings you may have, and make that effort. Some of our people make it look easy. With discipline, they constantly, morning after morning, get up, get out, and get it done. Our police officers, I saw a little accident this morning, and the police officers were out there. And our officer going beyond. When I tell you beyond, there's glass in the road from where the collision took place, and he cleaning the glass off of the street. And I watching, I paying attention, because I admire us for our ability to make that effort. I admire those who make that effort to be above normal, to be above par, to be excellent in whatever they do. And I realize that it is that striving to do your best, to better yourself, that creates a tremendous society, that creates a standard of excellence. You know, man, my father used to always say to us, you know, if you're doing something, do it to your best. Don't be mediocre. Strive to be the best. Not the best by pulling others down, but the best by putting your best foot forward and making the most effort that you can make and doing whatever you do with pride. And I realize that as well as other factors, a determining factor between success and non-success, not being successful, is that discipline and that diligence. And I also look on at some of our people, my people. And I see that lack of discipline. I see that inability to focus. I see that lack of pride in what we do as well. And thus, I see subpar performance at times. Not for the lack of ability and strength, but for the lack of application of these critical skills and virtues that make us all excel, that will make us all excel. And I worry sometimes. I worry for our future. I worry when I see dishonesty. I really worry when I see people not thinking about what they are doing. I worry when we show the inability to take responsibility. I worry when we show the inability to resist doing what we shouldn't do, and we give in. And we give in. I worry when I see our people think extremely short term, just about today and now, without any consideration for the next hour sometimes, the next day, the next year. It's extremely concerning. And I realize that some of us are fortunate and we are blessed with that guidance. And I see the necessity to ensure to ensure that our next generation gets that guidance that is the only solution to pull us up, to help us to rise from where we are. I guess it's something like Young Brothers Calypso. I really wanted to share these couple experiences with y'all, and I wanted to share also the sense of hope that I was inspired with just listening to the Junior Calypso competition, Monarch competition yesterday. I don't know who tuned into it. It was during the day yesterday, the morning period into afternoon. And I was amazed. I was absolutely amazed by the offerings of our young people. A young man at the age of, not a young man, a young boy at the age of 8 years old sang a tremendous composition and won the Monarch. Correct me if I'm mistaken, for the listeners. What's his name again? I wrote it down. I'll probably Google it. But 8 years old. And I was in and out of the live feed of the competition. And I came back in. And his song was about the survival of Calypso. And he said that as long as he is alive, Calypso will survive. He took it as his responsibility in the Kaiso. He took it on his shoulders and he's singing it like he mean it, eh? And he's singing it with a confidence and a poise. I said, this is the real deal. He reminds me, and people probably say he reminds them of a young Marshall Montano. So talented. He is at this tender stage, at this young juncture in his life, at this 8 years old, right? And he is there taking on this responsibility and saying that, hey, as long as I alive, I don't know you know about life and death yet, but as long as he's alive, Calypso will survive. And then we had others. No disrespect to the senior practitioners of that field, but the junior Calypso Monarch could give the senior Calypso Monarch competition, and I'm not even exaggerating, in terms of content, in terms of delivery, in terms of even their ability to sing. I think it was a more difficult task judging, and all through from 1 to I think 12 or 14, everyone put forward strong compositions it didn't have no bush whatsoever. Young people who have mastered the art of their language, well, the language that we speak in Trinidad, English, with our little dialects as well, Trinidadian, or right? Young people who were brave. I saw a young woman sing about a woman's worth. Something that could inspire any child, any woman, even grown woman. You know, so I was inspired by that sense of hope. But then I am also cognizant that these are exceptional young people coming out of the pool of exception that can exist. And that excellence in a minority is not what we want to achieve. It is definitely a plus, excellence. But what we really should desire, and I hope that we desire, is excellence across the board. Is young, vibrant, strong human beings, nurtured in the right way, with belief in themselves, with understanding of self, bright eyes looking on at a future, and feeling inspired and energized by the potential and the ability to shape a beautiful future for themselves. So we celebrate and we're grateful for this excellence, this exceptional excellence that come out. But we also look at across the board. So that we elevate the standard, so more, many, most, all of our young people operate on a level of a standard that is this high. Man, I was really pleased. And again, I call and I beg those who have that responsibility, please let these children and some of the elder wonderful Calypsonians, let them tour our schools. Let them go into the halls of all of our schools across Trinidad and Tobago and sing these songs and encourage some of the other children to get involved as well, maybe with a two-liner of their own. It will do so much for their development as human beings, as citizens, as our children. Our children are not just the ones biologically that come forward from us. I had a absolute sense of pride. I had a sense of pride in them. And I want to encourage us to go on to the feed. I think it would still be posted on Facebook and some other social media platforms, but certainly Facebook, which I was viewing it on. and take a look. And take a look. But it's not just going to happen just like that. Improvement does not just happen by chance. Improvement is a process. And greatness, success is a process. And in my personal life, even my experience yesterday doing an event, it was part of a process. It was part of a process for me. And I felt the challenge of that process. And I looked on at people who have achieved excellence in what I am doing with admiration and also with an understanding that there's a standard to make an effort to reach. But it is not going to be achieved just like that. We have to put in the work. And this applies to every single thing that we do. It applies to our children. It applies to our electricity network, our water network. It applies to our cultural framework. It applies to our morals and our values and our spirituality within our society. If we don't set a process and chart a course towards improvement and put in the effort, we're not going to improve. We're not going to go anywhere. And I really fear also at times that too many people are comfortable with mediocrity, with whatever this is. Too many people maybe have lost that spark in them, that energy and drive towards doing things better and as best as possible with pride. Make no mistake. It is not easy to achieve. Some people make it look easy, and in this stupid lack of attention and just passing our eyes over some things, we think, yeah, that look easy, that, what, you know, that. But it is not easy to achieve excellence. It is not easy to achieve a standard. Once you reach and you continue the same process, then, but to build yourself up to that position, it takes work. I watch people sweat. It takes discipline. It takes standards that we are not willing to compromise, that this is where it needs to be, and this is where you must be or we do not accept it. It's not good enough. Let's get it done better. And I set a standard for myself even this morning as I was coming on to the radio, because I am tired. Not in the long scope of the thing, but because I work through the day into the evening and morning, and I said to myself, I come in. I am coming, even though it's carnival time and so many people distracted, and we know there's a quieter period listening this time of day, etc. Even though all of that. But I am coming. I am committed. I believe in what I am doing. And I am going to work and sacrifice and sweat. I'll take a little bathe so you ain't seen the sweaty face. And if I have to put on shades to come because the eyes looking tired, and continue, I will continue. And I passed by my mom's house on the way here, and she thought I was going to take her, and I was like, no, I have radio. And she said, you're going to sleep on the radio. So I make some coffee, because when your mother says something, you have to beware. And I say, well, if I was going to sleep on the radio, they will listen to me snoring. And in between, when I catch myself, I will try to do my best to share good words of guidance. So I don't know how much of us paid attention to the Junior Calypso competition and can share a little bit about the songs. I hope we did. And I hope more of us can go out and give them that support and that encouragement. Because I know it would mean a lot to those children. Right? So we'll come back after the break and we'll continue to just touch on those topics that have been inspired by the young ones. Right? We take the break.
Business owners, are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232 or 378-1470.
To Caribbean Airlines. So many places to go. Come let me go. Oh. Everybody took it and jump in as one. Come take away. Let me go. Come let me go. Oh. Every island took it and one Caribbean Airlines. Tell them home is where the heart is. Tell them home is where the heart is. This is how we live. Tell them home is where the heart is. Caribbean Airlines is home wherever you go. Where the oil drum make a big sound. We go lift the energy like a drum jam. Look, we oil
Calabash Corner Carnival Edition is coming to Street 91.9 FM each and every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon with your host, yours truly, Wendy. From entertainment protocol and etiquette to tips for the young artists and even the season ones. Then the Power Hour where we review carnival events with you, the patrons. Tune in to the #1 station for culture and log on to the Facebook and YouTube Live at Street 919 FM. This is our culture. Let's nurture it. For further information and sponsored segments, call or WhatsApp 269-3567. The Calabash Corner is here.
Tuco presents the Kaiso Dynasty, a new global experience of calypso music. Radisson Hotel, Wrightson Road, with a dynamic collection of stars featuring G.I., Gypsy, the Calypso Princess, Karine Ashe, Brother Easy, Reese and Nell, Mark Pear, Dakota Francis, Ricky Jai, Poser, Tazea O'Connor, Tara Lawrence, Sister Ava, Young Poser, Treldon Lean, MCs Errol Fabian, Alan the Entertainer, and Pell. Backed by Kern Somerville and the Sensational Band. Chorus by the Kaiso Dynasty Divas. Opening night, Thursday, 13 February. Showtime, 8 p.m. Tickets, $200. 2-for-1 special, $300 and $350 special reserve. Tickets available on islandetickets.com, Tuco's head office in Woodbrook, and at the Radisson box office. Purchase your tickets at Crosby St. James, Simon's Musical Supplies, WAC Radio, Tuco's head office, all Tuco zonal zones, and selected Better Deal supermarkets. The Kaiso Dynasty, formerly Kaiso House, presented by Tuco. The Kaiso Dynasty, the new global experience where calypso and culture come alive.
2 competitions, 1 night. Prepare yourselves for the Senior Kings and Queens semi-finals and the Junior Kings and Queens finals. Wednesday, February 26th from 7 p.m. Carnival City, Queens Park, Savannah. We invite you to a presentation for mass lovers of all ages. Our Junior and Senior Kings and Queens will compete as creative energy fills the air. Get your general tickets for only $100 and reserved for only $150 at Extra Foods nationwide, Grandstand Ticket Booth, and online at islandetickets.com. This event is presented by the National Carnival Commission and the TTCBA, supported by Lifestyle, Motor, Caribbean Airlines, First Citizen, B Mobile, Dasani, and TTT.
To Caribbean Airlines. So many places to go. Come let we go. Oh. Everybody took and jumping as one. Come take away. Let we go. Come let we go. Oh. Every island took and one Caribbean Airlines. Tell them home is where the heart is. Take a jump up and wave. Tell them home is where the heart is. This is how we live. Tell them home is where the heart is. Caribbean Airlines is home wherever you go. Where the oil drum make a big sound, we go lift the energy. Like a jump, look we oil down all the way.
We never alone when we go on road. Away from we home is like we never leave home. Here we come on zone, islands to the bone. This vibe cannot postpone.
Tell them home is where the heart is. Take a jump up and wave. Tell them home is where the heart is. This is how we live. Tell them home is where the heart is. Caribbean Airlines is home wherever you go.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Are you searching for the perfect venue for your wedding reception, company retreat, graduation celebration, or just an unforgettable party? Well, look no further. Vibes Event Space is ready to bring your event to life. Located at number 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonaccord, Tobago. Our space offers the perfect settings for any occasion. Call us today at 394-3612 or 620-3057 to book your date. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Vibes Event Space to see what we're all about. Make your next event one to remember at Vibes the Event Space. The Event Space.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
When the carnival pace pick up, Royal Castle is the most tasty and convenient stop.
Welcome to Royal Castle's drive-thru.
Whether we heading to the beach with chicken buckets and sides, having a house line with all the combos and sandwiches, or we stop by the castle to eat before the fete. Royal Castle, local flavor is always part of the carnival.
TheStreet919FM.com, the official station that defends the nation.
And good morning again to the Street 91.9 FM. Blessed good morning to everybody tuned in on YouTube, IWER TV, or those who are on Facebook as well. Share the live. Again, we are on Mondays to Thursdays from 6 to 8 a.m. Now, well, you know, I am usually quite critical of our leaders, and that is because I honestly believe that they are not doing justice to us as a people, and they're not holding up to the standard that they should keep in service to Trinidad and Tobago. But I wanted to say something today as an individual who is critical at many times. You know, I wanted to outline that I do recognize that is not an easy job. You know, very much like in the context of the other things that I've been talking about this morning, making efforts to succeed, you know, whatever work you actually do, doing it to the best of your ability. The responsibility of representing people, it is not an easy job at all. Good morning, Mother. Good morning.
Mr. Barker, good morning to you.
And good morning to you.
Let me say good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. Love in the house. Mr. Leave it right there, Mr. Mount St. George. Good morning, good morning. Mr. Barker, it's nice to hear you recognize to be a leader. It's not an easy role, right?
Not easy at all, at all.
I love how you recognize that. And also, that young man who won yesterday, right? It was amazing to see him, and you realize that there was older ones with him there, right? You realize that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Contest the election. We have also today too, you know, we have two that I know. We have Kamani Hector from Point Manor RC School, and we have another young lady, Miss Charles. She goes to Newtown Girls. They'll be entering the competition today also too. You understand me? And they both from down the same area there, you know, Carnage down there.
All right.
Mr. Barker.
Big up and respect to them.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to see, you know, what they will do today and make Trinidad and Tobago proud, and they're very young, eh? You hear what I'm telling you about? A young one, another 8 years. Miss Charles is 8 years. And I'm not sure Mr. Hector's age really, but I know he's a very young one also too. Mr. Barker, you remember July 2023, the NTA political leader Gary Griffith and the UNC political leader joined hands. You remember that? And they form you remember that, Mr. Barker?
The NTA leader and who?
And the UNC leader.
Right.
July the 2023 at Simena Waterfront, where they went and joined hands. As you know, they now form another political coalition to contest the next general election, which is due this year.
Yeah.
You think, Mr. Barker, you think we really care about what is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago? Serious matters we're not interested in. You see what we're interested in? You see, but I wanted to go nowhere, no, Mr. Barker. I wanted to stay right there, to be honest with you. And I want more of our colleagues come and join hands with you. You understand me? That's always, you know, more to come and join up with us. You hear what I'm telling you about? You remember that I'm just telling you about it? I want you to get that in your head. Right? July 23rd at Simena Waterfront, Gary Griffith and the UNC political upside down here, whatever she is, right? Join hands together, right? Right? Let's wait and see the outcome of that, right, Mr. Barker?
All right.
And before I go, look out today for those two young people there again today, right, Mr. Barker?
All right, no problem. I definitely looking out for the young people.
Okay.
Right? Whatever coalition, well, I guess you're talking about in the past, and, you know, there's some new coalitions now. It is not easy work representing people. It is not easy work leading people. It is not easy work serving people. Once it have people in it, once you're dealing with people, it's not easy work. It can be extremely challenging. It could be exhausting day and night. It could drain from you your strength, your spirit. It could affect your spirit. It bears it bears on you. It weighs on you in a serious way if you take on that role seriously. Now this is what we get into as well, eh? So there would be the type of worker who takes their responsibility seriously, who makes an effort in acting in accordance with the way that they're supposed to act, regardless of what is meted out to them, what people come with, the attitudes or the ungratefulness or the whatever, the anger, the frustrations. They absorb because they are in service, and then they give back positive when negative or heavy comes to them. They lighten it and hand it back. Now, that is if that person who is leading cares. That is if they take their responsibility seriously. If they don't care and they don't take the responsibility seriously, they just, whatever happen with people, you come, they stoops, they just run here, they don't care. Whatever pressures and problems you have, they're not interested. They sleeping comfortable. They could hear what sad story. They could have what breakdown in the role that they are supposed to fulfill. They ain't interested. They're laughing when their duty is before them. They neglect their duty. And they revel in, they're enjoying themselves, doing all kind of other things. Recreating themselves. Enjoying the perks. Enjoying the pomp and the position. I'm talking about work, work in general. And it does not bother them that the people that they are supposed to serve are not getting proper service. It does not bother them. So it is a hard, difficult, strenuous, sleepless nights. It is a harsh task for those who care, who take pride in what they do. But for those who don't hold themselves to any standard like that, for those who, what is delivered to people, yeah, whatever, I really care about what delivered to me. There's little internal pressure on them. And we must be cognizant enough to look around and see the position of our leaders. If they really take it on. If when we are uncomfortable, they feel a discomfort. If they are sensitive. Sensitive to the service that they are supposed to provide, and they take a pride in what they are supposed to do. If they realize how far we are behind in certain ways, in certain fields, and they take it upon themselves that this is my goal and responsibility, and it weighs heavy on them because they want to achieve it. I saw, for example, Mr. Colin Mimbert saying that, after 34 years in office, I think it's about that, this next year in office will be his best years. All right, okay. And you wonder if he really feels that responsibility, if he really understands the weight, the cries of children, the future of their parents, and the hopes and the aspirations that people have and that are contained and held back. I wonder if, and I'm just using him as an example, if he sees his responsibility as that of empowering, and if when he has to say no, it hurts part of his heart and his soul not to be able to help and to deliver. I don't know, all they tell me. All they know these people better. But I'm just using him as an example. I wonder if when he sees the vendor sleeping outside after on top of the containers that he's, had his stuff stored after a long night. He thinks, how can I make it a little easier for this individual? How can I improve this individual and from where they are working, self-employed, even strengthen that position, make things and make their life better? I wonder if that thought haunts them. And we have to wonder that. We, Trinbagonians, we have to put that as part of our effort at understanding. If we are going to say, you represent me, and you are responsible for me and responsible for all of these resources and putting forward a direction and policies and so much as a vision for me, and not just me, for my children, my family, and the entire nation. it is deep. It is not just surface. But if you don't care, now if you are the type of person who you don't care, then you could do 5 years, you could do 10 years, you could do 15 years and not caring. You could do 20 years, you getting through. You could do 25 years, you could do 30 years, rosy and fat and ka. Because you ain't have a buttered bone in your body. You ain't losing no sleep. You eating the finest, drinking the finest, opportunities galore, doing for you, and wherever, whoever, whatever. It's difficult jobs. It's a difficult job. And we are tested when we face heavy challenges. And the best of men, they take on these challenges with a pride. With pride, not a bad pride and not a arrogant pride, but a sense of satisfaction is felt when you are able to accomplish, to do, not for yourself, but just for yourself. But if your job is doing for others, if your job is service, which all of our jobs, all of our responsibilities are service to our fellow man, and you are able to serve, you get a sense of satisfaction. You get a sense of pleasure from pleasing others. Now that type of mentality, if that is the foundation of a society, you are building a tremendous society. You are building a society that is driven. That is driven towards productivity. It is driven towards people sharing love with each other in a real way, exemplified in their conduct. You have a society where everybody is serving everyone else, and it's like a relationship. You know, when you're trying to do your best for your spouse or whoever, your wife, your husband, and then they are doing the same, they're trying to do the best for you. It's just it's a kusume. It's a joining of goodness. But if it is a joining on different tiers, it is a advantage. I alone want things to be my way, and you must do for me, and I must do you, not do for you. We really need to revisit the underlying substances of our society. We really need to revisit the building blocks. We really need to understand what we want out of Trinidad and Tobago. And we understand that it's not hard if you really want. It's not hard if you really don't want nothing for nobody and you don't care. But it is challenging and hard if you care. Look on at your society, Trinidad and Tobago. Look on. Open your eyes to each other. And where you see the deficiencies in your fellow man, try to encourage them. But don't fall for the wicked. Don't fall prey to the wicked and the advantageous. So, blessed morning again. I always say that I'm going to take some of the comments as well. And y'all know the numbers. So you can call in and give your views and join me. We work hard. So help me out. Help me out this morning. Please. Right, the PNM said hold strain until 2027, but they are getting exorbitant raises in their salary. I mean, we understand what that is, what that identifies. And anybody who willingly accepts that, something wrong. And something had to be wrong with those who defend people accepting that, because it's not a good standard. It's a terrible standard. But they feel as though they could, and we will have no choice. Right, and I think this is a Miss Hutchinson thinking that what I'm saying and is not making sense. That's interesting for you. Right? I hope that what I have been able to share in terms of us understanding how difficult tasks can be if we put that love into it because we want to serve others well. So therefore we hold up a standard for ourselves that is high, and sometimes achieving a high standard requires effort, tears, sacrifice for sure. But if we don't hold any standard for ourselves and we don't care, then it's a breeze. We don't, just whatever. And we see too much of that. Not on one side. I'm not saying one side. Too much of that across the board. I'm brave enough to take this call because this person. Good morning. I'm allowing you the opportunity to come in, but I think I remember that on one occasion you were extremely disrespectful. But go ahead.
Yes, I would be.
You would be extremely disrespectful?
Because, you know why?
Well, have a good day, sir. Yeah, that's not necessary. I do remember the caller, right? Just a bit vile and disrespectful, and I have no problem if you have a differing view, but you have to learn to show respect, right? And I hope that I am able as well, because there are differing views here, to show respect to those individuals still. But do not approach in a manner of hostility where, you know, you're going to cross the line that we should not cross. Yeah, good morning. Morning. All right. And I think this is a caller who's accustomed. Can you call on the next line? Because I'm not picking up the feed on that side. All right. So 3420081. Dad say you going to be disrespectful, yes, and think I'm going to just listen to it. No. Extremely disrespectful. I think a week or two, and we're not really going to tolerate that. Even if you want to express yourself, I see some things on the chat. I mean, and we ain't going to try to delete some I was saying, but just have respect for yourself, not to, you know, not to violate someone, you know. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning again, Fuad.
Morning, brother.
See the 4-6 number, like, yeah, that's scratchy. I know the technician, like, see what that line is.
Yeah, I tried to check to see what was wrong.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I rock back here doing a little duty, I think, and I take anyone for a program away carrying on, I think, and that quite respect your ones. You telling me don't be disrespectful. Like, game I apply, each other tell you go be disrespectful. Because you talking to the right thing. And them is all sick, evil PNM plan them, you know.
All right.
When you put disrespecting them, the same dog, you put no respect for them. Then come down this radio station and cussing and saying all kind of thing. And disrespecting the talk show host. For what I look to and listen to them.
Yeah, respect, man, respect.
You continue to go to the program. Fire upon this evil, wicked PNM and then play them by, go on by. Look to and listen to love.
Right. Like we don't have the personal attacks. The entities that exist, if we want to express a view about them, that's fair. But human beings, like, let us not go into saying vile or things about each other, right? Let's try to avoid that as much as possible. Let's see if this works. Good morning, caller. All right, use the next line, please. Right? Sorry about that. It was just a little technical difficulty there. Right? It really does not help to persuade anybody to your point if you are just going to say that somebody is talking nonsense. At least try to explain what you think makes more sense. We're not we're on the air as well, and we should have a certain amount of respect as well. Good morning, caller.
Well, good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
And let me just endorse all of your efforts to attempt to create a more sunshiny day in the hearts of people based upon what you're doing. You seem to be talking about what? I just joined the program. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was trying to, first of all, because of my experience yesterday and some other days as well, I understand how hard it is when you make an effort to do your best sometimes. If you're really making an effort, it's be a challenge. And I'm saying that sometimes some people not making any effort and they don't really care, so it's easy for them.
Okay. I think I can relate to what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, some people are more fortunate than others, and some people have to try harder than others. And we know that there is a systemic approach in this world to undermine the efforts and the success of a certain class of people. We know that for sure. Because too many times, after one generation of our people have atoned and they have done everything that they said that our people ought to do, what you then see is a dismantling of all that those who are ahead of us have done. But we have to still have an abiding faith, and everyone needs to have an abiding faith as they try to pursue good and law-abiding efforts. But let me just say this, the people are lacking of a certain knowledge. And until they seek to understand what they have misunderstood for the longest while, it is always going to be this kind of tedious uphill battle. I have said, and I'm going to say today, there is a video called Meet Your Straw Man. There ought to be no excuse as to why the people are not delving into it. I am saying to you people, you do not really know what is going on in the immediacy of your life. Day after day after day for years, you are coming on the radio and you are having discussions. And the discussions that you are having, you are erroneous about the discussion that you are having. You are not bringing any more solution to what you believe is your understanding. Your understanding about you and who you are is completely, I didn't say partially, I said completely misguided. Yeah. And count all yourselves to be lucky that there is someone to say to you where you could go and you could start. Now, Fuad, I urge you to go on YouTube and find the video, says Meet Your Straw Man. It looks like it is in a cartoon form.
Yeah.
It is there in cartoon because they know that serious-minded people don't pay attention to those things. It is for only 5 minutes and 2 seconds. And I beg that the people don't fall asleep. Find it, Meet Your Straw Man, play it, and the people, instead of arguing day after day over things which you all do not understand, begin to try to understand that and know more about what is going on with you and what your great-grandfather and everybody, all your friends and them father missed, and they were not able to inform you about. Count all yourself lucky that at least somebody is pointing out you're going down the wrong road for the longest while and telling you where to go and find the right road. Fuad, what I said is complicated or is simple?
Very simple. Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Make me a straw man?
Meet Your Straw Man.
Okay, I am going to check that video.
It is in a cartoon form. It's for 5 minutes and 2 seconds.
So, sounds a little bit familiar. I don't know if I would have come across it before, but I will take a look. Thank you very much, caller.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We are fortunate to have people who care enough to make the effort to try to help us to understand a little bit more. And it is not that we understand or I understand any or everything, but it is just that we may come across things that help us in our development, that we share with our fellow man so that they as well can develop. There are people who are not interested in the development of others. because they feel as though if they keep others down, they are more able to dominate and succeed at the peril of those individuals. Then there are others like myself who have the mindset that if others are able to develop themselves and succeed, we all will succeed together. I have no desire that I alone must be the one-eyed king in the land of the blind. I much prefer that we could all see. We'll take the calls.
Blessed morning again, forward.
Blessed morning, my brother.
That last caller, they tried to job at my two talk show hosts was couple later on in the afternoon, but sure, man. We are living in a cartoon world, we didn't know the reality. But that's sure, man, I feel up see that. Carry that balance your house. That with the real issues and the problem facing this country.
I'll watch it again, though.
You'll get to happen.
What does making us? What does it have in it? What is the message in it?
Yeah, let's take it and follow it up. They carry that show, man, in balance your house.
Right, but I don't know if it's a specific attack. But what we're trying to understand is the theme. You could apply it as necessary, you know. Some people think, for example, Corinne Ash's Calypso is applied to only Miss Bissessa, Miss Kamala Prasad Bissessa, and it is only challenging her in the terms of where she may fall short as a human being and as a leader based on what people have purported and put forward. But on the contrary, or in addition to that, when I listen to the song, I see something that is applicable to all leaders across the world. Not even just Trinidad and Tobago, but in our specific context, it is applicable to all Trinbagonian leaders. And drunkenness or the inability to lift others into the future and into a brighter position, a better position, I see that applying to everyone. And I see her outline of what a good leader is. And I recall, you know, the person who was with me listening to the song while we were in Calypso Fiesta, and they said to me, but what she's saying, that there are no leader like that in Trinidad right now. So we really need a leader. So let us not, let us not think it is just thrown to one, right? We may point out a fault in another, and if we look in the mirror, we see even greater faults in ourselves. And self-reflection, a wise man is critical of self, more critical of self than he is critical of just others. So let's take our time with it, and let us look for a place that is better than the standard that exists. I see we're going to another short break. This is the Royal Castle break, and we'll be back.
This road march is being brought to you by Royal Castle, our culture, our taste.
Attention, masqueraders front to the back, and the truck driver better listen up. We out on the road and it's time to walk up, on both sides. Everybody nice on the inside. If you play the yards, they go outside. rock it down. Wine on the police, get him a wine. Wine on the police, security. Can you get this guy out the van? On both sides, everybody nice on the inside. If you play the ass, you go outside. The truck about to turn on the left side. I'm calling all masqueraders to the back of the truck, 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 back of the truck. All masqueraders to the back of the truck, 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 back of the truck. All masqueraders, why ya? Back it up, 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 back it up. All masqueraders, why ya? Back it up, 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 back it up. All masqueraders, move out the way. The truck turning, the truck turning. I say move out the way. The truck turning, the truck. Everybody grab your friend and run to the side, 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 run to the side. Everybody grab your friend and run to the side, 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 run to the side.
That road march was brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
Right, our culture, our taste. Good morning, caller.
Hi, morning. I find that man who called and decided he wants to be disrespectful, and then to tell you he's going to be disrespectful, I find that is real disrespectful for that man to just do that. But one of the things listening to this program, and it's because we're on the road this hour going to work, we put on to your station, and for the past time that you have been there, I kind of gauge that your callers are probably people almost in their 70s. So those people, I don't want to say that word, those people who strongly support the government and PNM, when you look at if it's that age group, it means now that they are retired, they get a pension, they home whole day, they're not hustling and bustling, they don't have to worry about a mortgage, they don't have to worry about facing grocery, the children probably grown, they don't have to have the ups and downs of parents and prices changing all the time. So their life now is that they can sit down and listen whole day to radio stations, and probably when they party have a little whatever get together and they jump on the bandwagon and they go like a outing now. And then the leader say whatever he want them to hear and they laugh out loud. That's their life. But the everyday man life who have to hustle and bustle and face the groceries and face crime and face so much different things, right? And you put this government in power and you expect them to have a certain standard of living. And you're seeing where they continuously telling you, burn your belly, making it harder for you, giving you property tax after all the bad management of money. Now they will raise the light bill on you, they will tax your property now, so what you're working hard for, you're still paying the bank mortgage for. Them come and they're taxing it, and then they're telling you, burn your belly, and they raise their salary. It is, I mean, so when I'm trying to understand how they could continue to support this government and support what it's doing now, don't get me wrong, I'm not supporting the UNC, all I'm saying, I want good governance. If I see somebody who can really be for the people and give us a better way of life, make better decisions for the people, because that's what they ask us for our vote, to give you a chance to make our lives better. I will vote for that person. I'm not about party, I am about me, the individual surviving in this country and being able to afford certain things and not be fighting for my safety, and you're putting bulletproof on your hot dog and you're doing this. What kind of thing? If you're closing up your house by 8 o'clock. So outside here is how they would probably, like how they could, they don't want to hear nothing but betterment from nobody else because they feel it's against their party and their comfort zone. But ultimately it's about country, it's about people and our lives and being able to live comfortably and live safely. Have a good day.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your views as well. Call back and please use the 34200081 number. We're getting a little difficulty, right? So sorry, I can't take that call. Yeah. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Check your phone. And before the program finish, play it because it's real clean for the radio. right?
Right. I'll have a look
And
at
the
it.
caller.
I'll have a
And
look
the
at it,
caller.
and
Right.
I'll try to play it tomorrow once it's okay to go in. All right, because
Oh,
I
you
just
back
have
on
a couple
tomorrow?
minutes.
You're back on tomorrow?
Yeah, we're back on tomorrow, God willing.
Okay. And the gentleman who called and talked about, he just called, he too hosts in the evening. I am probably one of the only individuals who don't have a problem with what you just say. Because I know that sticks and stones could break my bones and words could never hurt me. And Fuad, when he made the comment he made earlier on about Bon or whatever it was, you appropriately said it is a statement made about an entity or some abstract whatever.
Yeah.
He did not make a statement about a living flesh and blood human being.
Yeah, so.
Okay? So when I hear him making a statement, it never ever rubs me the wrong way. But there are many persons who are probably not well centered in their psychological and physiological alignment. They will have a problem with what he says all the time. I do not.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. And these people have to realize that they're getting chained up. So when he say what he say, they feel he says something about them because they feel so chained up and tied to whatever. But the lady who called, who says she was on her way to work, that lady is very balanced and she makes a lot of sense about what she's saying, the way she's saying. The people are looking for someone or some entity that is just going to be doing things in such a way that
life will be better.
The lives of the people. That is all.
That is all. That is all. That is all, brother.
That is all she's saying, you know.
Yeah. That is all I feel in myself. That is all I feel, and all that we ask for is that you promise you will make our lives better. And we just want to feel as though that is what is being delivered. And if our lives cannot become better because of the circumstances that prevail according to you, then how on earth are you making your economic life better and leaving us right where or worse than we were before? It just, I feel it's simple.
What is so wrong if we want a pot of Spain where nobody taking the penis out and peeing all over the place? What is so wrong with that?
What's so wrong with me walking down Charlotte Street or St. Vincent Street and not wanting to walk in stool, in which I have already? What's wrong with that?
What is so wrong with wanting to be able to just take a nice stroll with your loved one and your children any hour of the night down the road and feel safe enough because you feel you are courageous a man enough to protect your loved ones, protect your puppies as you move along?
And we're out of time, so we have to stop.
Have a nice day.
All right?
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Touch yourself. Points get done, data get done, minutes get done, speed get done.